Okay, you guys, so we are now going to work on step 8. So this should be the last step for you. And that is hooking in your battery. So we're going to get ready to hook that in. So you're going to have to make sure that you have a working battery. It seemed like these Energizer ones were working pretty good. So if you want to make sure that you get one of these, if you don't have one, or if I'm out, you may want to bring in your own. They're like $3. I have some because a couple of you brought them in at the beginning of the semester, but you are going to need one of these. All right, you're going to hook your alligator clips to each side of the battery. So I picked red and black alligator clips just because we have red and black, a red line, hot line, and load line that we indicated with red and black tape. Okay, so let's see if we can get a good view of the house here. All right, so the first thing you need to do here, once you have your battery, we're gonna have to clip the wires into both our hot line and our load line. So what I had to end up doing, I'm gonna get myself some more room here, is I had to take my load line, which is the load line, which is indicated with your black electrical tape. I had to cut it. You see how I had to cut the wire, strip the ends of the wire, and then twist it back together so that I have a little piece of exposed wire here. That's on my load line. So my black end of my battery, we're gonna hook into that line right there. Voila. All right, and then the other side, which is your hot line, needs to go into the side that goes from switch to switch to switch. So in this case, each switch indicated by A, B, and C has two sides to each of the switches. So it has a side 1 and a side 2. Side 1 connected each switch together. So I said side 1 of switch A to side 1 of switch B to side 1 of switch C, back to side 1 of switch A. This red is going to go into that end. So what I did here was, again, I had to cut the wire that hooked those lines up together. I cut the wire, stripped the ends of the wire so that there was a little bit of exposed wire for that there. All right, and now I'm going to clip in my battery. Voila! Let's make sure all my switches are closed and the bulbs are on. Okay, and if you can kind of see that the bulbs turn on once my switches are closed. So if you want to open the switch, you move the paper clip so you can see here, off, on for this switch. So this one is on, off. If you can see that. All right, off, and then I close the switch and it is on. Voila, your house has lights and switches. The only thing I want you to be careful of is not to leave this battery plugged in. So you always got to at least unplug one side of it and keep it away from the battery. We don't want any fires here. So don't leave it plugged in. Also, if you leave it plugged in for a long time, it's going to burn out your bulbs because 9 volts is pretty strong for all these bulbs. So you don't want to leave it in too long. Your battery can be overheated, and then we don't want to mess with any of that. So, okay, just ask me if you have questions. Good luck, you guys.